Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Crew Bites. Today's recipe is Fish Molee. Fish Molee is a mildly spiced coconut milk based fish stew so that the flavor of the fish dominates the taste of the curry. The use of green chilies and black pepper keeps the heat subtle while the coconut milk makes it rich and creamy, and the aroma from the fresh curry leaves and coconut oil really enhances the flavor of this dish and takes it to the next level. There's a very interesting story behind how this dish got its name. It's believed that during the colonial days when Portuguese came to Kerala, a local lady named Molee who modified the hot and spicy Kerala style fish curry, which was hard for the Portuguese to handle, to a milder version by adding coconut milk to suit their palate. And since then, fish molee has been a very popular dish. Interesting, isn't it? So let's start making this super tasty fish molee. So for this recipe, you need fish about 500 grams. Here I'm using kingfish. You can use any fleshy fish like pomfret or kingfish. You also need one large onion, 2 to 3 green chilies depending on your spice level, few cloves of garlic, a small piece of ginger, one large tomato, turmeric powder, coconut milk. We'll be using thick coconut milk and thin coconut milk, vinegar, white vinegar, freshly squeezed lemon juice, crushed black peppercorns. You can use black pepper powder instead, fresh curry leaves, salt to taste, and coconut oil. So our first step is to marinate the fish. So here, like I said, I'm using kingfish, cleaned and well drained, 500 grams. Just marinate the fish with half teaspoon turmeric powder, a teaspoon of lemon juice, and salt to taste, and just keep it aside to marinate for about 15 to 20 minutes. So after 15 to 20 minutes of marination, we're going to fry the fish. So heat a pan and keep a low to medium flame. Here I'm using coconut oil, about 2 tablespoons, and carefully add the marinated fish to the pan and just fry them for a minute on both sides. We are not going to crispy fry the fish. We just need to get that, coating on the fish. That's all. So just 1 minute each on both sides. I'm flipping it over so that the other side is also mildly fried. You don't have to brown the fish, just keep that in mind. Just mildly fried on both sides because we'll be cooking the fish later in the gravy. So now I'm just transferring to a plate. Now fry the remaining fish the same way. If you're using a large pan, you could just fry all the fish in one shot. Since here I'm using a smaller pan, I'm just frying it in batches. So our second batch is almost done. I'm just transferring to a plate. So now our fish is all fried. Keep it aside. Now let's move on to our final stage, which is the main cooking. Now heat a large pan and keep a low to medium flame and add the oil which was used for frying the fish to the pan and an additional tablespoon of coconut oil, because the oil in which you fried the fish will have all the flavors from the fish. And now to this add one large onion sliced, but if you're using medium-sized onions, try to use 2 of them, and just saute lightly. We are not going to saute the onions until they turn golden brown. We just need the onions to, wilt and be soft. So maybe around 1 to 2 minutes in a low to medium flame. See, this is what we are looking for. Now to this add 2 teaspoons of garlic thinly sliced, 2 teaspoons of ginger thinly sliced, and 2 green chilies slit. Saute for a minute in a low to medium flame so that the raw taste of the ginger and garlic is gone. Now add turmeric powder, about half teaspoon, and just lightly saute for a few seconds. Now add thin coconut milk, about 1.5 to 2 cups. If you're using canned coconut milk, then for 2 cups of thin coconut milk, just use 1 cup of the coconut milk and add 1 cup of water and use. Also, I've added salt to taste and a tablespoon of white vinegar and mix well. And now we're going to keep it covered and bring to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, reduce the flame to low. And we're going to add the mildly fried fish. Just slide them very carefully to the pan. And now we'll be cooking the fish in this gravy. That was the reason why we did not fry the fish really well. Also, I've added some fresh curry leaves. Now keep it covered and cook in a low flame for about 5 to 10 minutes so that the fish absorb all the flavors from the curry. Do remember to check in between and lightly stir the fish and continue cooking for about 8 to 10 minutes in a low flame. As you can see, now the fish is cooked well and the gravy is also thickened. Now add 1 large tomato, sliced thick. Do remember to slice it thick because we don't want the tomatoes to be completely cooked and mushy once you cook it in the gravy. Now keep it covered and continue cooking for another 2 minutes so that the tomatoes are slightly cooked. So now our tomatoes have become slightly soft but not overcooked. Just keep that in mind. And now let's add thick coconut milk, about 1 cup, along with some fresh curry leaves. Adding curry leaves really gives a good aroma to the curry. Also adding in some freshly crushed black pepper. You can substitute with black pepper powder. Check the seasoning and add salt as required. And just lightly swirl the pan so that the thick coconut milk is well mixed with the gravy. Just remember that once you add the thick coconut milk, never bring the curry to a boil. Just enough to heat it through and then immediately switch off the flame. Just giving a light swirl so that the coconut milk is well mixed and then immediately switch off the flame. So our tasty fish molee is now ready to serve. I'm just transferring to a serving plate. This is a very tasty curry with a nice aroma and flavor and can be enjoyed equally by kids and adults because it's mildly spiced. Fish molee is best when served with appam, or you can even have it with bread or rice. I've already uploaded a quick recipe on Instant Appam. If you haven't watched that yet, please do watch it. It's an amazing recipe. The video link is given in the description box. So please do try out this classic seafood curry from Kerala, the flavorful fish molee. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe, like and share. New videos are uploaded every Tuesday and Friday. Until then, goodbye.